payment options. Let's look at what other payment options available. Oh, Afterpay. I can pay this in 4 installments, interest free. I mean, why wouldn't you? Here's why. The other day, I nearly used Afterpay for a protein powder. At that time, it felt like a smart thing to do. So here's how it happened. My favorite protein powder sent me one of those email, big sale, limited time. You know the kind. It basically whispers, hey, you buy this anyway, and you're saving money. And then at the checkout, I saw the payment options. Pay in 4 installments, interest free. And my brain immediately said, well, why wouldn't I? It's such a great idea, right? Number one, I had the money. Number two, I wasn't buying something that I couldn't afford. I literally had the money sitting there, and I knew I could pay every installment on time. So in my head, I started to justify it. Technically, I can keep more cash in my bank account. I can delay the payment. I can spread the costs. It's interest free. I'm being smart. But then I paused. I asked myself something that humbled me a bit. Is this actually saving me money? Or is it just adding another thing to do in my life? Because that's the part that nobody talks about. Buy now, pay later. It's not always the interest, it's not always the fees, sometimes it's the hidden cost, it's the admin. Now I've got to remember payment 1, payment 2, payment 3, payment 4. I've got to make sure that the right account has money in it. I've got to check the dates. I've got to keep that little purchase sitting in the back of my mind. And for what? A bit of protein powder? That's where I caught myself. When the purchase is so small compared to your actual money situation, the cash flow benefit is tiny, but the mental load is real and the risk is real. Not massive, maybe, but real. Because the whole deal only works if everything goes perfectly. You don't forget, your card doesn't fail, your pay doesn't come late, you don't have other bills hit at the same time, you don't stack 5 other interest-free payments on top of it, and that's the dangerous part. One Afterpay purchase feels harmless, but then if you do it for protein powder, and for clothes, for shoes, supplements, takeaway, and random sale items, and suddenly your future paycheck already has little bites taken out of it before it even lands. That's the bit I don't like, because it makes spending feel lighter than it actually is. Instead of feeling the full cost today, you feel a smaller cost now, and future you has to deal with the rest. And I don't know about you, but future me already has enough things to deal with. The rent, the groceries, petrol, subscriptions, emergency fund, investing, random life stuff that always appears at the worst possible time. So why would I voluntarily give future me more tiny payments to babysit, especially when I could just pay for it once, feel the cost once, and move on with peace? That's the word I keep coming back to, peace. Because personal finance isn't just about squeezing every tiny dollar of efficiency out of your life. Sometimes the best money decision is one that keeps your life simple. And I know some people will say, but bro, it's interest free, you should use it. And maybe for some people, in some situations, that makes sense. If it's a big purchase and you genuinely need the item, and the cash flow benefit is meaningful relative to your net worth, and you are extremely organized, then okay, maybe there's case. But for me, for a small purchase, for something that I could already afford, it wasn't just worth adding another moving part, because I wasn't gaining freedom, I was gaining admin, and that's not the same thing. The mistake I nearly made was thinking, if there is no interest, there is no cost. But there can still be a cost. A cost to your attention, a cost to your peace, a cost to your future cash flow, a cost if you miss a payment, a cost if you start normalizing the habit. And this is where buy now, pay later gets sneaky. It doesn't always feel like debt. It feels like a payment option. It feels clean, modern, responsible because numbers are smaller, but smaller payments can still train your brain to say yes faster. And that's what I'm trying to be careful with, because I don't want to become the kind of person who needs every purchase to be split up. I want to become the kind of person who can pause, look at the price and say, do I actually need this? Can I afford this today? And is it worth the mental space? For that protein powder, I still had a choice. I could buy it normally, or I could skip it, or I could wait. But I didn't need to turn a simple purchase into a 4-part mini project. So here's the rule I'm taking from this. If the purchase is small and I already have the money, and splitting it up doesn't meaningfully change my financial life, I'm not using buy now, pay later. I'll either pay once or I won't buy it. It's that simple. The win isn't getting a few extra weeks of cash flow. Sometimes the win is not owing anyone anything. Not tracking another payment, not risking another fee, not carrying another tiny mental tab in your head. Just buy it once or don't and keep your peace. So next time you're at the checkout and you see pay in full, just pause for 10 seconds and ask yourself, is this actually helping me? Or is it just making the purchase feel smaller so I can say yes faster? That question might save you more than the sale ever would. And honestly, that's the kind of money habit I'm trying to build. Not the perfect, not fancy, simpler.